how was it sharing a very big screen with Prabhas sir?
When I was offered the film, I was like, oh, a Prabhas film. But it was a very hard character to play and required a lot of physical prep. Because in real life, I'm very lazy. I'm very bad at memorizing things on the spot. But comedy as an actor is something that really scares me because very few actors can pull off comedy in a good and convincing way. And if done wrong, it just goes into looking cringe, feeling awkward, feeling like, "Arey, ye kya dekh liya?" You know? So very few people have a good comic timing.
Hello everyone, I'm your host Shambhavi Tiwari. A warm welcome to Instant Bollywood, and today we've got Malavika Mohanan with us. One word to describe her, she's the southern sensation, and I have to add that she's one of the most versatile and the talented people that I've come across. She's jumping from Kannada to Tamil to all the southern cinemas, and now she's set to make her debut with the Telugu industry with Raja Saab. Ma'am, how was the initial reaction to the movie's trailer? And you looked really beautiful in the song launch. So what do you have to say about it, your loved ones and everyone's reaction towards it?
Three things. Firstly, thank you. Secondly, you can call me Malavika. Don't call me ma'am. It's too formal. Okay. And three, the reactions. Reactions have been quite overwhelming, really sweet. And I feel like the moment you're doing a film with someone like Prabhas sir, there's so much spotlight on the film and on you as a result of that, that you're just getting so much love from all of his fans and from his fans around the globe. So that's been quite lovely and overwhelming.
But I'd like to add that I would not attach the word Prabhas sir's heroine to you like a lot of people do, because for me you're Malavika as an individual. You've got that poise, you've got the way you carry yourself forward in the movie and across all your films, and that really makes you stand out, and it's something that stayed with me.
Oh.
So coming to the next part, how was it sharing a very big screen with Prabhas sir alongside veteran actors like Sanjay sir and Boman Irani?
It was a lovely experience, and I feel like I was waiting for the Telugu film industry is doing so well right now. They're making some of the biggest films in our country, and I wanted to enter Telugu with a really big film. Like it was a wish that I had, ki okay, I want to enter with a bang. So working with Prabhas sir definitely is that, and plus the whole experience of working with him, getting to know him as a person was really lovely.
It's wonderful that you're that strong-headed that wherever you go, you want to make your entry remarkable, and so that's your fruit to it.
I guess it was like, I know I am working with some of the biggest superstars in the Tamil industry, some of the best directors in Tamil, Malayalam, and a lot of offers had been coming from Telugu. So I was like, okay, now it's up to me to choose like which one do I want to. So when this one came, I felt like it's a good one.
That's really nice. So Raja Saab is a horror comedy, and with that I feel like you've tapped onto a new genre of the films that you did. So what was quite interesting about the project that you took up, and what made you take it up?
When I was offered the film, for me it was quite, I was like, oh, a Prabhas film, So that was definitely what really, it was my wow moment. And then I met the director, I had a narration, and I really liked the character as well. Her name is Bhairavi. And I felt like her personality is very similar to my real life personality. Very authentic, but not shy or coy, like direct, will fight for the people she loves, wears her heart on her sleeve, sweet when she has to be, but also like strong when she has to be. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I want to play this character and I can do justice to this character. So I loved the character, I loved the character arc, I loved that, I was getting to do all of this in a Prabhas movie. So it was a, all my boxes were ticked.
Comedy, like, it requires a very spot-on humor that you executed so perfectly. So was there something difficult about the whole script or something that you felt that was very unique for you to enact out throughout the process?
Thankfully, I didn't have to do a lot of comedy. Like I'm a part of scenes because when it's a lot of characters in a scene, there are like comedians who are playing certain characters. They are doing the comedy, but comedy as an actor is something that really scares me because very few actors can pull off comedy in a good and convincing way. And if done wrong, it just goes into looking cringe, feeling awkward, feeling like, "Arey ye kya dekh liya," you know. So very few people have a good comic timing. So I am quite scared of, like, that is one thing that scares me a little bit as an actor. But the film has a lot of like funny moments with all the comedians, the lovely comedians that we have in our film.
Well, I'm sure the fans would be able to help you figure out how it turns out with their reactions to the film. And
Yeah.
obviously, we'll see you in more comedy films and you'll overcome that fear.
At some point, maybe.
Yes. So, your movie Tangalan and Beyond the Clouds, both of these represent you as a very brute, gritty persona in which you're like in the rural setting, and it requires a different zone for you to get into. So what was very difficult about, what was out of your comfort zone for you to enact those roles?
I feel like almost every role that I've played in the last 5 years has been very distinct from each other. And that comes from a place of wanting to sort of be versatile as an actor, not get boxed into like playing one type of roles. And for instance, in Tangalan, I played a tribal goddess.
Yes.
Which was quite, like when I heard the story, I was like, what? It's like listening to, you know, the kind of folk tales, the folk stories your grandmothers tell you when you're growing up and things like that. It's a story like that. But it was a very hard character to play and required a lot of physical prep, I learned martial arts for like almost 2 years as prep for the movie. Because we shot for 1.5 years and I started prepping for it, you know, a little before and a little, like it continued, like we had to shoot like a lot of patchwork. So I kept doing it, and after a point I started having fun with it. So you also learn so much, you pick up so many skill sets through the course of like different characters you tap into, different films that you work on. And I like that, I like challenging myself. Because in real life I'm very lazy. So if I'm working, I am extremely hardworking and I'll do whatever it takes. But when I'm not working, I'll wake up late, I'll laze around, I'll procrastinate. And I think a lot of us are like that. So I like taking on a challenge because then I know I will do it.
So you showed up for it and it's gotten you somewhere far ahead that you didn't imagine yourself to be. That's really nice.
Yeah, and it's fun because you also realize so much in the process what you're, you know, even physically what your body is capable of.
Exactly.
Like when you take on action roles, for example, and I've been doing action roles quite a bit.
Yeah,
I did it in Tangalan.
Yeah.
Yudha, I only had one small scene as action, but I've done a little bit of action in Raja Saab, which is a very cute scene where my character's Bhairavi is doing action and Prabhas' character is watching me do action. So thoda role reversal wala situation hai, because usually like the hero will step in and, you know, like take over, but here they've created like a very cute moment where like she steps in and he's watching her. So I'm excited about, like, that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie as well. But yeah, I've been doing action quite a bit, picking up, like challenging myself, pushing myself and learning in the process and growing, which is really nice.
So you've worked in the Malayalam cinema, the Tamil cinema and for Bollywood as well. Across these 3 different cinemas, what's different and what stuck out as something, a turning point for you, a learning moment for you across these 3 cinemas? What's different in each and how did it help you?
I get asked this question quite a lot because I've been working across industries, but I feel it's always set to set, and it's always like every movie set is different, every director is different, and it's the tone that director sets for a particular set. And in terms of industries, I don't find like a big difference. I feel like because I've been doing this since a young age, you learn how to adapt as a person.
That reminds me, in one of your Tamil films, you weren't very familiar with the language, you needed a little help. Was it for the Tangalan film that you required someone to constantly mentor you with the language? It was something out of your comfort zone again.
I mean, so I didn't speak Tamil, I speak Malayalam,
Yeah.
which is Malayalam and Tamil are like sister languages.
Yeah.
They're different, but like some of the words are similar, and like actual sister languages. So, but I have this thing that whenever I act in a language that I don't speak, I learn all my lines at least 3 to 4 days in advance.
Okay.
So I learn everything in advance because I'm very bad at memorizing things on the spot.
I completely get you.
And if I have to memorize on the spot in a different language, lamba lines, or even if it's chota lines,
Yeah,
and
you
say it,
fumble.
then I'll do bad acting. I've done it before. I've learned from my own mistakes. Then I'll do bad acting because my entire focus will be the word after this is what and what is the next line. The attention goes there. But once the lines are in the system, then you can just be there and be in the moment and sort of just go with the flow.
Yes.
So I've learned it the hard way through all my mistakes. Ki, learn everything, be well prepared.
That's amazing. You've done a great job with it, adapting through it. So, on a final note, I'd like to sum up your journey in the industry across all the cinemas in 3 words.
Oof. Okay, I'll tell you 3 words about the phase I'm going through currently
Okay.
because I'm working with some very exciting filmmakers on some very exciting scripts. So that is the number 1 word I would use. Exciting. Fun, because I feel it's the whole point of being an artist is to have fun. If I wanted to be stuck in a monotonous job, I would, like, you could have done something else, something that's a little more secure, that's less dicey. So fun, exciting, fun, and creatively stimulating.
It is.
I know it's 4 words.
No, it's okay, but your job is actually a dopamine boost because you're like pushing yourself for different roles every single time. So, yeah, it gets you there.
Yeah, and that's the whole point,
Wonderful. On that note, thank you for being with us on Instant Bollywood, and I hope that Raja Saab comes out to be a really successful film in the box office. I wish you a lot more box office successes in the future.
I hope so too, and I hope people like it, they connect with the film. We can only make a film, but the rest is all up to the audience. So, yeah, and thank you. It was lovely chatting with you.
Thank you. Yeah.